Your pastor, your leader, they keep saying invite someone, invite someone. They're always saying invite people to church. But why? Is it just for them so they can grow their thing, get more money, take care of themselves? Or is there more to it? As we invite people to church, I want to encourage you that it's a little bit deeper than that. You are connecting people to Christ, obviously, but the thing about inviting people to church, it's so much more than that. Most people decide within 6 to 10 minutes whether they're ever going to come back when they enter a church campus. So what's happening in the parking lot, what's happening outside the doors where the coffee might be or where the greeters are, the impact of those areas are really when people decide whether this is the right place for them. Are there people that look like me? Are there people friendly? Do people seem to actually care that I'm here? By the time they get into the service and they hear the worship and they hear the message, it could be just okay, but if everyone's friendly, outgoing, and really engaging with them, they've already decided this could be our place. And then reverse it, it's the greatest message they've ever heard in their life, but they didn't really connect with the people. They're probably not coming back. So when we say invite people to church, really it's also about the heart that we have as a church that cares new people are showing up, that cares for those, and actually you're the face of the church and you're greeting and caring and loving on people as they enter. It's almost a mindset that this is an inviting church. If you were a farmer and you were out there praying for rain, saying we need rain for our crops, but when it actually rains, you realize, oh, I didn't really prepare the crops. I don't even have crops out here. I got the rain, but I forgot to prepare for the rain. That would be the same thing as inviting people to church, but not preparing for when people show up. It's like having a widget that you sell. You're a business owner and you have all these advertising campaigns going out, but you forgot to make the widgets. So now the orders are coming in and you don't have something to actually give them. That's what it's like when we say invite people, but we're not intentionally becoming the type of church that welcomes new people in. So we have to make sure that we're doing that. Are we being that type of church? Because that matters. The second thing that really matters is when we say invite people to church, we are the church. The body of believers is the church. It's really not the building. It's kind of fun to come together and do worship together and relationships together and learn together. But being the church and inviting people to church is really saying you're inviting people into this relationship that you have with Christ. And you're encouraging those inside and outside of the church into a relationship with Christ, which means we have to care and be a part of the community. You have to know the felt needs of your community. You have to be out in the community, walking your neighborhoods, getting to know your neighbors, and inviting them to church, which is the body of believers. That's the bigger issue that we sometimes forget. Inviting them to a building is one thing, but inviting them into your life, into your small group, inviting them into the same issues that they care about, knowing what those are, is really what we say when we're saying invite people to church. It's kind of an easy way to say invite people into the greatest relationship that you have. And hopefully that great relationship in you is showing up in the world, in the community, in everything we do, and invite people into it because it makes such a difference. Now, having said those two things that are really important, let me also say this. There was a recent survey I read that said 82% of people, unchurched people, would actually come or they would consider attending a church if a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, someone like that invited them. Now, as a church, as a pastor, as someone that leads a church, we do advertising, we do outreach events, we do all this stuff. We'll never get to 82% actually being affected by it. 82% is such a high number. We're lucky if we get to 20%. I'm always happy if 10% return comes from an advertisement. I'm like, that was pretty good. So 82% is tapping on shoulders, inviting a neighbor, inviting a friend, like Your personal touch matters so much. We'll never reach that number without you. So as much as you may say, I'm not the type of person that can do that, you need to be. It matters. The effect, the percentages are off the charts different when you're personally inviting than being someone that actually cares when people show up, and then being someone that cares about your neighbors, cares about the community, actually cares about the felt needs around them. All of those things is what we are talking about when we say invite people to church. And with that, be an inviter. This Sunday, every Sunday, be someone who invites people into the family of God. Once again, I'm excited to be your pastor. I'm thankful for the opportunity. And remember our mission: be a church that empowers and equips people to engage our world with the love of Jesus. See you Sunday.